All right. Fasting like a champ. How is it going, my friend? 20,000 subscribers. I want to thank everybody so much for that. Unbelievable. This channel is just a little bit over a month old, maybe a month and a half, maybe. Unbelievable. The support, everything everyone's shown me has just been absolutely incredible. Crewman78, Bryan. I hope you like my post there response. You know, home sweet home. All these little Motley Crue little things. Terry, how are you doing? My good friend from Illinois, fasting like a champ. I'm doing good. I did a bit of fasting this week. Hombre Lobo, what's going on? Congratulations. Megatron84, greetings, Bryan. So how is everybody doing? We're at 20,000 subscribers. It's hard to believe. And what's new with you guys? Jared, Cornwall, UK. For a while, I lived in Cornwall, Ontario in Canada, but I hope you're doing really good. Crewman78. As soon as I saw the name Crewman78, I'm like, man, I know he must be a Motley Crue fan. My good friend, Mr. Jessup, kids learning videos. Congrats, Bryan. I want you guys to know Mr. Jessup. His name is Scott, and I retired from live performance probably 11 years ago, but Scott was a singer in the last band I performed live in. It was a great professional band, and we played around, did a lot of really good gigs in our region. And so if you got kids, check out Mr. Jessup's channel because he's doing his thing, and people are digging it. His channel's growing. Megatron84. Good. I'm still staying low. Crewman78. Crewman, I'm going to ask you this. What do you think of John 5 replacing Mick Mars? Megatron84. You're awesome, Bryan. Hombre Lobo. How did you learn guitar? It's a long story. I do have a channel that's music related called Yes You Can Play Guitar. We probably are about 30,000 subscribers. I started off with guitar lessons, a lot of that stuff, but and then I got into this reaction video thing, and it kind of went down a different kind of thing. So I will be putting videos. I still continue that channel, but I want to get back more to the basics, the guitar stuff, and kind of start to get some distance from the reaction videos. It's a long story. I got my first guitar in 1986. I was a horrible guitar player. I tried to teach myself for about 4 years, and then I started off with a really amazing guitar teacher who was very tough, but he taught me how to develop technique and taught me theory, which really springboarded my guitar playing. But I've taught guitar for decades, and I've played professionally for decades as well. Crewman, I miss Mick and originality, but he has good replacement for sure. John 5 is a great guitar player. There's no question about it. Very versatile, very, very good. Megatron84, I'm practicing guitar while learning vocals. So one of the things, because I've co-fronted some bands singing as well, I never actually sang metal. I could never launch my voice. As soon as I would do that, my voice was gone. I was actually a fairly good country singer, and I could sing some Southern rock stuff like Leonard Skinner pretty good. But, you know, it was always nice playing in bands like with my good friend Scotty or Mr. Jessup because he was a fantastic vocalist. God, we could do like stuff from, we were all over the map with Scotty singing. We were doing like, he could sing Toto. He could sing like, he had really great range. But I am a metalhead at heart. You know, if you check my old channel, I got to, my other channel, I got to interview some guitar heroes of mine, like Rusty Cooley, Phil Demmel from Machine Head and Violence. I got to interview a lot of people. I am a metalhead at heart, but, you know, in the 90s, I quickly learned there wasn't much money playing in metal bands or hard rock bands. So I kind of sold my soul and went to the countryside. And I've studied jazz for many years too, and I've taught it as well. Freebird. That would be my favorite Skynyrd song to sing for sure. I also played and sang, of course, Sweet Home Alabama. But they had a lot of great songs. Simple Man's another great song as well. Non-existent None. Hello. And how are you, my friend? I've seen some of your comments in some of the videos. Is there any topics you guys would like me to do videos on, by the way? For anyone wondering, I'm drinking some essential amino acids. I know I shouldn't be drinking it out of a plastic bottle. It's not good for your estrogen, but that's what we're doing today, my friends. That's what we're doing today. But that would be my favorite Skinner song for sure, Freebird. That was always fun. And then in the end, I would take the best licks out of the 3 guitar players, and I would put them into my solo. A lot of it was just a lot of G minor pentatonic stuff. I have done a bit of blues too. Non-existent none. I'm glad to join the live stream. Well, thank you for joining us. Yes, a little bit of short notice there, a little over an hour, but it's a good way to keep in touch. And again, I wanted to thank everyone. And it's just unbelievable how the channel's taken off. That 3rd video, it really connected with a lot of you guys. And a lot of my other videos are getting a lot of views too. So it's quite something. But how I learned guitar, that is a long story. And but I will be doing some videos on this channel about the guitar. There's reasons why most people don't do well on the guitar, and either they give up or they're just kind of play the same thing over and over for many years. So, Fangface, are you an outdoorsman? I am somewhat, but I'm not a hunter. I can appreciate wildlife, but I will buy my meat at the grocery store. But I will eat meat, of course. I don't fish, but if someone offers me a fish, I'll probably eat it. Hombre Logo, do you ever want to get married? Well, I've had my share of interesting times in my past. I take responsibility for all my bad decisions. But, you know, my relationship history has a happy ending. And I'm going to talk about that in some future videos. Mr. Jessup, my good friend Scotty, just wanted to thank you as I've taken Bryan up on his channel review and advice. He was so helpful. Don't hesitate to reach out to him for channel support. That is something I've noticed. Obviously, you know, my one video, there's 1 million views and 40,000 comments. I can't answer all of them. Sometimes I'll do a reading your comments video because, you know, I know what it's like to be on the other end wanting that shout out or whatever. But I did offer in a community post, I said, hey, if a lot of these people, sometimes I will go and check out your channel, and if I like what you're doing, I'll subscribe. Maybe even leave a nice comment. But if you have a small channel and you're struggling, I've offered, you know, let me know, send me an email, I'll give you a video review, we'll figure something out. Yeah, I appreciate that. Crewman78, a lot of people are copying you now on the subject of staying away from people. So I have a video that I've done. I'm still on the fence about doing a Patreon, but I have a video where I talk about it. Yes, it's pretty crazy. But one of the things that we have to remember about YouTube is people jump on trends. What's a trend now might not be a trend in 3 months. So people like to jump on them to get views. I can agree with that. And I've had people do videos and they'll credit me. They'll say, hey, I saw this channel from the life of Bryan, whatever. And it's some people will put their own spin on the video, and they make it theirs, and they have a cool little thing on it. And I like that. So sometimes I'll like and subscribe, maybe send them give them a nice comment. Some other videos I'm kind of like, oh, you know, and then you have what are these automated channels where it's people that they'll just take your transcript from your video, put it through one of those little programs where it's like a hello, you are watching, you know, one of those automated voices. They might change a few words around. I've had to have a discussion with a few of those channels, but some of the videos are just really bad, but some are pretty good. So let's see. Mr. Jessup, Kisler, his success is well deserved. Great times back in the day, my friend. We did have some great times. We had some great times. We had some great gigs. I thought we had a pretty good run, but now we're on to YouTube on my other channel. And, you know, that experience with Mr. Jessup, Scotty's band, was a great experience. But, you know, I was 40. I think I just hit 40. I was kind of like, oh, you know, when you have a late night or a couple of late nights, get home at 4, 5, 6 in the morning, it was taking me longer to bounce back from it. So I think that was part of it for me too. But Megatron 84, ever try cooking food on a campfire? I have. I'm actually a really big foodie, and I'm a big grill guy. So videos to come on that. Okay. Fangface, I enjoyed Dutch oven cooking at the camp. I have not tried that. I've heard about it. I'd like to know more about it. Non-existent none. I'm in my early 30s, never married, and I don't fully understand why people choose to marry. As humans, our thoughts and emotions can be incredibly complex. You know, when marriage works out, it's a good thing. It's just I have some more videos kind of coming out on this. Um, hmm. You know, I got to tell you guys that the world's changed, and the world is changing, and I can't keep up. Uh, I just had almost a traumatic experience, as you guys know now, watching what happened with my sister, with her marriage to a very abusive man. And I remember thinking, man, I don't want anyone to ever be able to control me in my life for the rest of my life like that. I've had some other experiences as well that I'll probably get into in future videos. But you know, if you're married and you're happy with kids or whatever, great. If you're married and you choose to not have it, that's great. If you're whatever, I just want people to be happy. Okay. Megatron 84. Real folks don't copy anybody. We go into it full force. So that is I think that's a reference to all the copycat videos, to my viral video. Yeah, you know, I think YouTube's changing though. Like, I think people want to get back to the single person, maybe not the super high budget production videos. I think that's, I don't know. That's, to me, that's what YouTube is. You know, like, I don't know, but I think I've also connected with Generation X. So a lot of people around my age bracket are all we're all at that looking back at life point, going, I think that's part of what's happened there. Let's see. Dion, hello everybody. Hello, Dion. Non-existent none. I've seen so many videos titled "I Avoid People." Yes, there's been many since I posted that one. But again, that's what a lot of YouTube channels do. Like, we tend to jump on trends. Right now, we've had some serious UFO experiences up here. And I want to talk about them, and I want to do them in the right way. But right now, a lot of the trend now is also on this whole drone phenomenon happening in the States. So there's going to be a lot of people talking about that, because that's kind of human nature, and that's kind of YouTube nature too. Fangface, I have plans for a YouTube channel. I will start in the spring. Well, when you do, let me know, and I will subscribe. I'll be your first subscriber. Mr. Jessup was my first subscriber to my channel. I remember the day I created my channel, I messaged him and said, "Do you want the honors?" And he texted me back. He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Do you want to be the first to subscribe to my channel?" So, Crewman78, cooking on open flames on a wood fire, nothing tastes like it. That is true. I am a grill guy, and I love to barbecue. You guys probably saw a video that I did, probably didn't get the least amount of views, where I invited all the leaders to my home. I won't get into it too much, but the price of food here in Canada is just outrageous. The price of everything is outrageous in Canada, and we have a lot of problems. So I thought, you know, I don't know if the leaders go out and do their own grocery shopping and look at the prices of food. So I wanted to invite them to go grocery shopping for me, and we'd film it, put it on YouTube. I was going to have them back to my home. I was going to grill them a nice flank steak, the best mashed potatoes, and garlic mushroom dinner. We could just sit and talk about solutions, put it on YouTube. No one responded. So, but I think I might leave the political stuff alone for a while. Let's see. Sumi Tiagi, where you live? Which province? I'm actually on the western Quebec, eastern Ontario border, so I'm kind of in that area there. Mr. Jessup, because future video ideas on healthy eating plus easy to learn exercise for 40+ guys we can do at home when we're low on time. That is, yeah, my working out video. Got a good number of views. A lot of people expressed interest in it. I've always been into lifting. I've had times in my life as an adult where I just had other responsibilities, and I just didn't prioritize my health the way I should. So I've always kind of had some issues with my weight with my age, but I do prioritize that. I eat pretty good all week, and you know, on the weekend I might have an indulgence. But yes, I will definitely do some follow-up videos to that. That's a great suggestion, Mr. Jessup. Crewman78, 3 steady relationships, one of which was a marriage. No more. The only friends you can trust are your dogs and your music. I think a lot of people would agree with that. But, you know, I haven't completely given up on humanity. And again, my story has a very happy ending. I know that doesn't sound very good, but there are some good people out there. There are. JDE, hello, everyone. Well, hello, how are you? Megatron 84, could I use a tablet to produce any YouTube videos? I've never tried that. I have a tablet, but it's 10 years old. It's like the first generation tablet, I think. So you can't even update the software on it anymore. But I think I don't know what kind of, if you can shoot in 1080 or maybe they can shoot in 4K now. I don't know. As long as you can shoot video, I often tell people a cell phone, and I can't speak for Androids, but for iPhones, you can shoot video, and they also have a basic video editor called iMovie. That's all you need to get started. I know for a lot of people it can be a bit daunting, the learning curve in the beginning, but I would just start there. And I don't know enough about tablets, what their capabilities are now with the cameras and everything. I'm a little bit. I kind of know what I know, but there's a lot of stuff like I've never even seen, like, was it a DVR or a PVR, the things that came after VHS. I wouldn't even know what one of those things looked like. Let's see. Boo-hoo. Any thoughts on what's happening in New Jersey? I have a lot of thoughts. One of them is, this is the United States. Their military could shoot those things out of the sky. They don't look like UFOs to me. I've seen UFOs, and I'm going to do videos about UFOs. They're not easy to catch on camera, folks. When they zip by or they're moving around, they're not easy to get on camera. They're clearly man-made to me. My guess, kind of like, I won't even mention other countries, but there was a country last year, the year before, sent a balloon through Canada into the United States to do some surveillance, and it got shot down. My guess would be maybe that country. It definitely would have to be state funded or someone with a lot of money, because these are large drones. They're not hobby drones. So there's something definitely going on. My question is for the United States. It's like, man, like, that's not a country you should be trying to fly over without, why don't they just shoot one down or try and catch one or something? I don't know. It is a little weird. Twisted Reed. Hey, Brian. Hi, chat. Hey, Twisted Reed. Boohoo, Ottawa Valley myself. Excellent. I was raised around Ottawa, lived in the Ottawa Valley myself. Megatron, I'm from Michigan, and we're adjacent to Ontario. I've actually been in downtown Windsor, and if you look, there's a spot where if you look directly north, it's Detroit. But I'm very familiar with Michigan. I was actually, I wasn't in Michigan, but I was in Manitoulin last summer, Manitoulin Island. But Michigan is about as Canadian can get, right? Guys, my accent, I have so many people saying, oh, Canadian accent. Like, I've heard people really sound Canadian, but do I sound like Canadian? Let's see. Non-existent none. Do you think life gets better or worse over time? I think the thing with age comes wisdom. We learn from our mistakes, but the thing is, with age, we know that the most valued commodity is time. And as we get older, we don't have as much of it, so even now for me, right? I'm not, when I watch a YouTube video, if I click on a video, and unless it's a really good podcast or a good documentary, if it's over an hour, I'm like, I don't know if I have the time to watch this. So I don't know. But I think the thing is, with age, you're blessed with wisdom, but you're also blessed with your body kind of changing as you get older. So that's a good question. Craven 79. Craven, the movie Craven the Hunter is coming out. When I was a kid, I was a fan of Craven. The movie looks kind of interesting. I wouldn't mind checking that out. I'm doing good. How are you? Let's see. Where in Australia are you from? And thank you so much for the 20K. Sumi Tiagi, you never married, nah? I actually, yes, I have, but I am no longer. Megatron 84. I've been to Detroit before. It's okay. It's an okay city in my book. I've been to Detroit myself. That was many years ago. I think that was like 92. Casper, say out. Say out, eh? That gives you away, and I'm from Minnesota. Well, Minnesota, if you're from Minnesota, they sound pretty Canadian too. Craven, Toowoomba, QLD. Okay, cool. Boo, you're funny. Rob Dean, I know what you mean. I don't even buy green bananas. None of your business. Hey, how are you doing? Well, guys, I'm so thankful and grateful for the 20K subscribers. All the positivity. I love positivity, even though I avoid people. And you know me, I hate drama, but there'll always be people coming into your life trying to create it. But that was awesome. So, non-existent none. When I was younger, I used to try many things boldly, but I think it was more out of ignorance. I didn't realize how often I was putting myself in dangerous situations. Now I'm more cautious. Non-existent none because I understand the risk better. Twisted read, LOL. Well, those are some really, really good insights. Non-existent none. Are you a metal guy? And if you are, what bands? Twisted read, I hate drama too. Oh, drama is the worst, man. But it doesn't matter, no matter how hard you try and avoid it, there'll always be somebody. Always something, always somebody. California to West Africa. Hi, Bryan. Congrats, bro. Love to see your channel blowing up. Love you from the Ivory Coast. So this is my friend, California to West Africa. If you want to check out his channel, it's a little different. It's interesting. And he is what I would call a very classy, respectful person where we had a difference of opinion, right? And I appreciated it. I can, being older, I can try and appreciate other perspectives. And I enjoyed his perspective on having children, and I enjoyed his channel. So you should check it out. Josh Cousteau. Non-existent none. I'm a female. Okay. Megatron 84. I was into Metallica, and dramas are meant for soap operas. Yes. I loved Metallica in the 80s, even in the early 90s. The Black Album was a bit of a kind of like, whoa, what's going on? But I learned to appreciate the music. They lost me on some stuff, though, but, good for them for still being carrying on and doing their thing. I'd be the kind, though, if I had the money that James Hetfield and Lars Ulrich have now, I'd be kind of like, I'm out. See y'all later. I'm going to get a nice cabin out in Alberta or Montana or something. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe a little bit of what Jason Newsted did back in 2001, 2002. California to West Africa. Thank you for the shout out. No problem, man. I think that's really cool. That must be a bit of a change to move from, I'm slightly geographically aware, to move from California to the Ivory Coast. That must have been a bit of culture shock to say the least, but that would be some new experiences for sure. Boo-hoo, I live smack dab in the middle of 100 acres. Drama is an off button away. Absolutely. Absolutely. KLGG, my friend from Mississauga. How are you? How are you doing? What's new down in Mississauga? I haven't been there in some time. So I appreciate the 20K subscribers, guys. Is there any topics or anything that you guys would like to see me do videos on? Do you have any ideas about that? BlackBerry smoke. Okay, I thought BlackBerry was a type of phone, but do they still make Blackberries, by the way? They were Canadian, weren't they? BlackBerry smoke. I'm going to make a note on that. Craven 79. I love Metallica, but watching the documentary Some Kind of Monster turned me off somewhat. Talk about drama queens. There was I have that on DVD, actually. I've watched that several times. I liked Joe Berlinger, his style. He's done some other, he did a recent one that did really well, but he did the one on the murder cases down the West Memphis 3. Was it called My Brother's Keeper? I kind of forget what that was about, but I liked his stuff. I thought his documentaries were really good. Let's see here. Twisted Reed, how easy is it to learn acoustic guitar? I think anyone can learn the guitar, having been an instructor for decades. You need to know the right way. Like, I don't think anyone walks into a music store and says, that guitar sitting on the wall, I'm going to buy it, and it's going to look great in my closet for the next 10 years. But you have to understand the proper steps, right? Yes, I'm not saying that some people can't teach themselves, but it's pretty hard. When you have a good instructor sitting in front of you saying, no, you got to do this, position your hand this way, you need to work on that. Like, it just, people tend to improve a lot better that way. So my suggestion is find a good instructor, take a few months worth of lessons even to get on the right path, but get a good instructor, do your homework, make sure that they're good. There's a lot of people that teach to live and some people that live to teach. I happen to really enjoy helping people on the guitar. KLG, Bryan, can I send you a recording of Wendell Ferguson and myself on vocals? Yeah, absolutely. You have my email? It's, what is my email? The Life of Bryan Show at gmail.com. Let's see. Let's see. Axel, I'm going bald, so I'd appreciate advice on how to regain confidence with the shaved look. Go to the gym, man. The shaved look, go to the gym. Get jacked, brother. Might be in our 50s, but we're not dead. Megatron 84, ever hear of Devin Townsend? Yes, I have heard of Devin Townsend. I love Devin Townsend, even from his first album, Heavy, from the mid-90s. That's in my gym playlist. My favorite one is called The Rainy Season. Love Devin Townsend. He's a musical genius by far. He did Deadhead in 2003. It sounds so awesome. Non-existent. None. Thank you for this. Okay. KLGG. I do Wendell on guitar and I'm on vocals. I've heard of Wendell Ferguson. It's like I should know him. Jason Wills, congrats on hitting 20K. I appreciate that, Jason. Thank you. California to West Africa. Being bald is freedom. Yes, it is. I do my own hair. I don't have to go out and pay anyone 20 or 30 bucks, or I don't know what the cost of that would be now, 50 bucks. But I do my own hair. I like it. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Non-existent, none. Do you have any resolutions for the new year? Yeah, I'm going to keep doing my YouTube, keep trying to keep in shape, get in better shape, and just be happy, man. You know, the clock's ticking. You got to be happy. Non-existent, none. There you go. Boohoo, Professor of Rock. Are you familiar with the channel? I believe I am. Is that where he talks about different bands in history? Twisted Reed, do you have questions for us? Well, I think a lot of it is just I like to get like topics that you guys would like to see me talk about or do videos about. I think we're all kind of in the age bracket, and we kind of we're all in the same age bracket, and we have connected on a lot of different topics, and it's very interesting. Firesword, thank you. You're very welcome. London Crusader, hello, 29 watchers. Ironically, the solo guys have a wider reach than most. P.S. Take no prisoners. Thank you. Crewman 70, try Nightwish, awesome band. They have so much sound. So on my other channel, Yes You Can Play Guitar, we did a big Nightwish deep dive with the reactions. Amazing band. Love them. I just, the reaction videos, it's kind of hard to talk about. It's kind of like they're really cool, but they have kind of a downside too. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but I did a big deep dive last year into Nightwish, and the Nightwish community, their fans were very nice to me and my channel, and yeah, but great band. Gilmore. Yes, I love David Gilmour. Great pentatonic player. I love his licks, his bends, fantastic feel, everything. I mean, we know that the solo Uncomfortably Numb is, both of them are classics. I actually use that solo a lot when I'm teaching people who are getting into lead guitar playing. There's kind of understanding theory and bending and what notes they should be bending to over what chords. So that's a staple in my teaching routine when I teach people lead guitar. Journey 11 Hatters, congrats and more subs around the corner. Fire sword. I don't know. My guess is that they have a personal issue about themselves when that's not even the reason why maybe people don't have anything to do with them. They just don't get it. And so that's, it is what it is. California, West Africa, tell your viewers how they can support you. Do you have a PayPal or other way? I am going to be, I do have I appreciate that very much. It's very weird. People see that I had a viral video. My channel just got monetized recently. I didn't see money from the majority of that video that went viral. Unfortunately, that would have been a nice Christmas present. No, just kidding. So I'm always trying to be careful when it comes to, so there's a buy me a coffee link there if people want to donate $1 or $2. If they want to, it means a lot. It helps me a lot. I also got to the point of, I do think I might start a Patreon for obvious, it's just something I'm just doing a lot of thinking. I like to think a lot now in my age. I don't like to be a bull in a china shop and just rush and do stuff. I like to stop and think, but for the people that appreciate the content and they donate a few bucks, it means a lot. So the easiest way is the link is to buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee / the Life of Bryan show. That means a lot. Boohoo, yes, great channel. I really appreciate that very much. I think people are just I think people are starting to want something different on YouTube, and I think Generation X, we're just all kind of in this kind of weird boat together. We're kind of getting older. We notice things about our body, our health, regrets in the past, that type of stuff. Megatron 84, just pick up one resolution, stick with it. Too many are work will give you logistical headaches. Oh, thank you. KLGG, really enjoy your channel. And I appreciate that a lot. I really do. Non-existent none. Thank you for the stream. I'll catch up on the videos later. God bless you. God bless you, my friend. Tom Wolf, how are you doing, Bryan? Congrats on making 20K. Cheers. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that, Tom, very much. The best piece of advice I can ever give someone about YouTube is just be you. It took me a long time to figure out, but I think I've figured it out. Firesword, I agree. Joan Davis, when you say food, do you include veg in this statement? Yes. I do like to eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of greens. It's very important. I even take a green supplement. Firesword. Twisted Reed, you could also get into affiliate marketing. Yes. Yes, I could do that. Everything I do, I want to be careful. I've been blessed with this channel and so many of you wonderful people. I can't believe I'm saying that because I avoid people, but there are good people out there, folks. I haven't completely given up on humanity, but yeah, that might be a possibility for the future as well. Susie, hi, Bryan from Michigan. Could you possibly do some weightlifting and workout routines for people our age? I'm 63 years old. I want to start weightlifting again and exercise. You look good. I appreciate that, Susie, and that is a great topic, and I will be doing videos on that. And you guys probably notice most of my videos I keep relatively short because I try to be respectful of the people's time. I might expand with slightly longer videos, but yes, I plan on getting into a lot of that for sure. Surfboard, hey man, I'm fairly new to the channel. Like your stuff. Congrats on the 20K. I really appreciate that. Werner Schacht, have to go, but really like your channel. I appreciate that as well. Mike Zabnowski, congrats, Bryan. Enjoy the videos. Thank you. Bro Joe's 420 Cafe. Hi, all. Pretty new here. Fellow Generation Xer who does hangouts regularly. I also do a lot of greens. It's kind of funny, eh? We don't get away with all the stuff we could when we were younger. Where I live, there's a big delicacy called poutine, and that is French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. And that's something I would probably just eat once a year and not too much of because you don't. It tastes wonderful, but after you're like, ugh. But I think there might be a road trip involved going to a big poutine place in Quebec, the biggest. And anyone around the world who's tried it, it sure is a delicacy. But I don't eat that too much anymore. It's kind of funny. Yeah, for sure. But no, I like getting the feedback. I always promised myself that if I ever did a channel that took off, the thought of being really famous scares me. It's actually terrifying, but I never want to change and be one of those people. Of course, if people, and I'm a pretty open guy, people can send me an email and I do my best to respond. I do ask people though, don't be creepy. When people start sending me a bunch of emails, that gets very uncomfortable with what they talk about and their behavior in my videos, and they can't seem to understand boundaries. Of course, I'm not going to, they can think it's one thing, but it has nothing to do with that. It's just, I just don't want the bullshit. Boo-hoo, do you have a vitamin regimen? I'm a big proponent of D3, K2, and magnesium. Yes, I take about 5,000. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not saying for you to do this. This is a health disclaimer here, okay? But yes, I won't mention dosages, but I do take D3 and K2, and I take magnesium, but I prefer magnesium glycinate because it's the most bioavailable. A lot of the other 8s, magnesium starts ATE. Sometimes your body doesn't absorb it very well, so what are you paying money for? I use glycinate or maybe biglycinate. Let's see here. Twisted Reed, later, Brian. Congrats. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping in. Well, guys, I wanted to come on. I wanted to chat with you guys, and I wanted to thank you all for the 20K subscribers. I really appreciate it, and more videos to come next week. Any topics or anything that you would like me to talk about, that'd be fantastic. I appreciate it. You're welcome to contact me. And I'm going to wind it down at there, but I appreciate it all, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. This is Brian signing off.